On this channel, we talk a lot about tech. We don't really talk about what tech and cool tech accessories we would get for the people in our lives. So today, we'll be talking about exactly that. Here's the things that I've been using last year that you might find to be great gift ideas for people in your own life. All right, let's start. Everything I talk about will have a link in the video description below, and full disclosure, they are affiliate links. But also, this video will be organized from lowest priced items to highest in USD, so you can stop watching or know when things are starting to get out of your personal budget. All right, let's start with this. The Chromecast with Google TV. This manages to get on my list basically every year because I think it's a fantastic value. It makes old smart TVs smart again with an actual user interface you can interact with and lets you install new apps, lets you Chromecast to it, and use the Google Voice Assistant to trigger some commands around your house. I like to take this on the go when I travel. In hotel rooms, sometimes they have a TV with different subscription services that you can personally sign into. I don't like logging into those systems with my personal credentials, and also a lot of the times they don't have all the streaming services that I use, so I'd rather just bring my own little device that I can use to sign into whatever subscription service that I have. Also, I like to use these things to turn my computer monitors into small little smart TVs. Then I have this, the $60 Bellroy Tech Kit. I mentioned this in my everyday carry bag video, but this has been an absolute game changer. It's small and portable and pretty much manages to fit all of my techie items in here, like cables, power bricks, and power banks. It's easy to just zip this thing up and then slide it into my backpack or leave it in the car. Overall, I think it's minimalistic, it's sleek looking. It's a lot more portable than other travel tech kits that I've tried, and this has ended up being my favorite one. Beyond that is the iFixit Pro Toolkit. Now, I find this to be super useful for techies or people that are really into taking apart their stuff. It has all the typical screwdriver bits that you'll find on most of your tech hardware. And this lid is actually a tray that helps you keep your screws from all mixing together. When I first got this kit, I'll be honest, I didn't think I would be using it all that often, but as it turns out, it does what its name implies. It's come in handy helping me build PCs, tear apart MacBooks, and building keyboards. Sometimes I pull it out to do some household projects because it just has so many different screwdriver bits, and I can just quickly figure out the right size by just pulling these out and testing them. While this isn't the best screwdriver I have in the house in terms of sheer functionality, it's been the most versatile because there's just so many different screwdriver bits that I can leverage, and I never had to buy more screwdriver bits because basically all the ones I've ever needed is right here. And this kit kind of makes me feel like a surgeon, something my parents wish they had in a son. Okay, moving on, I actually have to take this one down. You can probably see the left side of my face is a little darker now, and that's because I was using this, the $90 Aputure MC. This is for the photographer or videographer in your life. I personally use this a lot. This is hidden in a lot of my videos, like you saw a second ago. It was over there, and I use it to light up a lot of my videos. It's cram-packed with features too. It can be controlled wirelessly with an app. The colors can be changed to other colors beside white, and has wireless charging and a magnetic back, so you can just slap it on metal things. Overall, you may think, oh, a light this small can't be that powerful, but it can get quite bright, like eye-searingly bright. Oh, let's put this back and talk about the next item. Next, I have in front of me the Keychron K2. This is a versatile 75% Bluetooth keyboard with the switch on the side for you to switch it into macOS or Windows mode. It can be used wirelessly or with a cable. It has RGB lighting features, and to me, the biggest appeal with this keyboard is its hot swap ability. What this means is that you're able to take off these keycaps and the underlying switch, letting you customize the overall feel and look of the keyboard. And beyond that hot swap ability, it's also very customizable. It's a great keyboard for people to start customizing, and this has personally been my gateway keyboard into learning more about taking apart and building new keyboards. So again, this is a great keyboard for a beginner to start learning how to customize their keyboard, and is also pretty competent just straight out of the box. No need to customize if that's not their thing. So for the next item on this list, I'm actually gonna have to remove this desk mat. That's because we gotta put out a different desk mat. and it's the Orbitkey desk mat. Now, this thing is super cool. It comes in 3 different sizes and 2 different colors. It's vegan leather up top right here, and this felt material underneath. And then there's also these raised little bubbles that help the desk mat grip to your desk surface. It has a hidden document hideaway, which is this area that I just pulled up right here, as well as a magnet to help you keep your cables in place, and there's enough space for you to keep your pencil. Overall, I find that this Orbitkey desk mat helps keep your desk organized, clean, and looking nice. This is my favorite desk mat. Now let's talk about this mouse right here. This is the MX Master 3S. Now the MX lineup has been around for a while, and the 3S is the latest version of the MX lineup of mouses. Mice. It's a pretty big mouse. It has a free scrolling wheel if you scroll super fast, but it also has that nice tactile feel if you scroll slowly. It also has a side scroll wheel, so if you're editing things like videos, Excel spreadsheets, or pixel peeping during photo editing, this side scroll wheel comes in handy. And there's actually a hidden button underneath the little thumb rest. It also lets you pair up to 3 different devices at once. So it's great for if you have a personal machine and a work laptop. But the biggest downside to this thing is it is pretty expensive for a mouse, and it's not suited for left-handed people. So the next item I have right in front of me is the Stream Deck. Now this version is the XL, but there is a Stream Deck regular that is 3x5 instead for a total of 15 buttons. Now I actually recommend you get that one because with these Stream Decks, there is a functionality to create additional pages that you can just switch to with the press of a button. So in my opinion, you don't need 24 different buttons all at once, and 15 is plenty. And if you do need more, just pressing the next button is perfectly fine. Now, these things are very popular with streamers and gamers, and that's its primary use, but this thing has been fantastic for my work from home life and for productivity. You can set each key to a different function, like opening web pages, apps, controlling your Hue smart lights, and to control your Spotify music. So while a lot of the functionality revolves around setting up different hotkeys for gaming and streaming, you can do the exact same thing but for productivity. So I could set up shortcuts to say like take a screenshot, or to open specific applications, or to start a new email. And that all works as hotkeys on this device. That's why I think this device is perfect for any kind of power user, whether that be gamers, streamers, video editors, photo editors, and well, office work. Next up, we have this Nomad wireless charger. This thing is pricey, but it does feel more premium than other competitors, and I personally think it looks better than most wireless chargers I've seen. And this can actually charge 2 different devices at once, while also charging 2 other devices through this USB Type-C port and this USB-A port. There's also another version of this that comes with an integrated Apple Watch charger. Then there are the Nanoleaf Elements. But basically, these are light components that you can use to create unique looking shapes and designs for whatever living space you're in. They come in different styles like hexagons, squares, wood hexagons, lines, and different sizes as well. These can be controlled by your smartphone or with the voice assistant. Each of the segments or components can also be customized for a different color, giving you endless possibilities to create pretty much anything unique and eye-catching that you want. So this next item is also not in front of me because it's actually right here. So new tech is nice, but old tech is also pretty cool. Seeing what makes up old tech is both really nostalgic and really freaking cool. These Grid Studio picture frames are old smartphones, game consoles, and other iconic products, but with the internals ripped out, plastered on a picture frame, and labeled. Overall, I think these things are super cool, but also a bit pricey. All right. The next item I want to talk about is not necessarily one particular item, but products from a particular ecosystem. So let me pull it up right here. But basically, this company called Peak Design. So they make really cool tools and accessories for techie people, photographers, and videographers. They have this anchor system that can snap onto a bunch of different Peak Design items. They make a great premium feeling backpack with these interiors that can be compartmentalized with these little dividers. And the same can be said about their camera slings and messenger bags. They also have this divider system. Overall, I love a lot of their stuff. I own a little too much of their stuff, and I use their bag and their organization system in my own personal life. If you're interested in some of these Peak Design products, the ones that I personally recommend are, one, this Peak Design Everyday Backpack. This is the 30 liter, but there is a much smaller 20 liter bag. This 3 liter camera sling, and this camera leash that uses their anchoring system. So the next items I want to talk about are desk accessories made by Grovemade. So Grovemade makes these cool feeling, minimalist looking desk accessories with a mixture of wood, metal, felt, and cork. These definitely go for a more modern vibe, and I have a decent amount around the studio. I have a Grovemade desk stand that looks good on top of my wood top desk, and that gives you more desk real estate too. They have really cool looking pieces, and my favorites are like that desk stand, this headphone holder right here, and their laptop stands. If you want to check out their whole lineup of accessories, I'll have a link down below. This next item is super common. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of this product, but it's gotten a lot better this year. This is the Airpods Pro 2. This is, in my opinion, the best AirPods in the Apple AirPods lineup. They have active noise canceling, which is super helpful in loud environments when you want to focus. They have a transparency mode that makes it feel like you don't have earbuds on. But the greatest addition this year in terms of features is that these now have built-in Find My features that let you beep the case when you want to find these, or use precision tracking to narrow down just exactly where these things are. These are by far my favorite pair of wireless noise canceling earbuds. Okay, so the last item on my list is actually another ecosystem, and that's the Sonos ecosystem. So Sonos makes smart audio products of all different shapes and sizes. They primarily make speakers and sound bars that sound pretty good. Obviously, they're not audiophile quality, but the appeal of Sonos is the smart functionalities built inside of them and their intercompatibility with each other. Basically, they kind of speak to each other. For example, you can pair 2 speakers to their soundbar, or use the soundbar alone and use the speakers in a different room. The more Sonos devices you have, the more you can customize them based on your own needs. But doing that, buying a lot of Sonos products can get pretty pricey. My favorite Sonos devices are this device right here, the Sonos Roam, which is just a portable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi speaker, the Sonos One, and the Sonos Beam. If you don't care about Google Assistants, the SL versions of these devices are a little bit cheaper by getting rid of that voice assistant functionality. Sonos devices make sense as gifts to someone who already has an existing Sonos ecosystem, but if they're starting fresh, I think the best Sonos device to get someone to start out with is the Sonos One or Sonos One SL. Okay, that was the end of the video. I hope you found all of these suggestions useful. I actually recorded this video a little bit differently than how I normally did it. You can probably tell with the different camera angles and everything, but I also kind of ad-libbed everything. It's different for me. I normally script out all my videos. This one, I wanted to feel more like I was talking to someone, and I hope it came across that way. Let me know if you prefer the old format better. Either way, I hope these suggestions were helpful for you and that you find the right gift for everyone. Tell me which one was your favorite gift. Tell me which one you think is probably not a good gift idea. But also, what other items do you think make great tech gifts for other people? Leave all that down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And well, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye.